at the time, which is how old I am today. And he sat there and told me, everyone, they called him Old G because in professional sports, over 30, you might as well be 70. And said, listen, young blood, figure out what you want to do each day. I don't care what it is. And try to get a little bit better at it. Pick one thing. You're not going to be able to get better at everything every day. That's not realistic. Pick one thing today and work at it. And you know what? Wake up tomorrow. Maybe you want to work on the same thing. Maybe you want to work on something different. But if you work on something each and every day, you're going to get better. But you've got to find that little goal, that little nugget, something to hang on to measure yourself against. You have to find that purpose. You have to find that goal. And when you do that, you're going to be able to have success. But it's going to be hard, and you have to make sure you know what it is. So that's what I was talking about, finding that purpose, finding that passion, whatever it may be, you've got to find it, and that's going to drive you for each and every day. It's going to allow you to have that motivation to figure it out on the days you really don't want to do something. And we're in cold season right now, so there's going to be a day where you're going to wake up, you're a little run down, you're probably still able to go to school, you're probably still able to go to practice and do everything you want to do, but it's going to be a little bit hard, be a little bit painful. Maybe you have a little bit of a headache, don't feel real well, throat itches, nose is a little runny. All inconveniences that may not allow you to have the best day you want to have. But if you have some overarching goal of where you want to be, a destination. Everyone here's got smartphones, you got Google Maps, you put in the destination now, it gives you how long it's going to take there, even with traffic patterns and accidents and everything else that's going on. That's a destination point. You need to have a destination point for your life. I don't care if it's 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 5 months from now. But you have that overall arching destination. You're going to take that and you break it down into days. You figure out, what can I do tomorrow to get this thing done? How can I better myself or better enhance my process or progress to this ultimate destination? Because you got to take life in little chunks. You don't eat the whole sandwich at once, you take little bites. And you figure it out, and you begin to work and navigate this whole grid that you're in. So that's what you do. So I'm going to give you a couple things here, because all anybody can ever give you is tools. You give them the tools, you put them in your toolbox, you figure out how and when to use them. Hopefully you listen to people who know more than you do, and I'm not saying that I'm that person by any stretch, but I'll tell you this, I've listened to enough people to know that I know very little. And there's a lot of people out there that know more than me, so I've always tried to listen to everyone, even if I didn't think they were the smartest person, because everybody in the world that you talk to will be able to teach you something. So you figure out these motivations, what it is you want to do. And there's 4 E's that I think you can have each and every day that'll help drive it. And they build off of each other. You can't have one without the other, and they have to start at the bottom and build to the top. The first E is enthusiasm. Enthusiasm, and this is what I love about English. Most of our words were pillaged or stolen from other languages, so you can sit back and pull out these root meanings of where they were. And a lot of times people are like, well, how is this word different, or what is this, or what does this mean? Well, enthusiasm is derived from the word entheos. It's a Greek word which just means God-inspired. Regardless of your religious affiliations or whatever it is, to me that's a much higher calling than just any type of inspiration. At least the Greeks thought so. It's no difference than guys or gals in here. You may tell boyfriend, girl, whatever it is, they look hot, but you're going to tell your mom that they look pretty. No difference at all. You've got different varieties for different words. So entheos is the base word of enthusiasm, which means God-inspired. So each and every day you wake up, you want to try to have this enthusiasm, this burning desire, this passion inside that's going to allow you to have a better day. Whatever that may be. You're going to need to have that enthusiasm. And you're going to need to wake up the night, you're going to need to go to bed the night before and figure out, you have that purpose, that vision, and understand you wake up, you're going to set the roadmap for that day. You're going to wake up with that positive attitude, and you're going to wake up with the enthusiasm needed to drive you through the day, because it's not going to be easy. And if you wake up, if you go to bed the night before with bad thoughts in your mind, thinking that it's going to be a bad day, then it's going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy. You're going to figure that out. If you want it to be a bad day, it'll be that. If you want it to be a good day, it'll be a good day in which bad things may happen, but it's not going to define your day. So you want to make sure that you have enthusiasm each and every morning when you get up, because that's going to provide the basis, that's going to have the energy for you. And for any of you guys that are in English class right now, Ralph Waldo Emerson, Transcendentalist, you can drop this on your English teachers when you get back. Nothing great was ever accomplished in this world without enthusiasm. And I'm a firm believer of that. If you show me something that you've done that you're really proud of, that is a high achievement in your life, that you told me you did with a sour look on your face that you didn't want to do, come and talk to me afterwards, because I would like to know what it is, and you may have some secret that I haven't found yet. I've been trying to ask people. Everything that I know that's been achieved in this world, that has been great, has always been done with a high level of passion and a high level of energy. Which leads me to the next thing. You wake up in the morning and you have enthusiasm. That is the base for your day. Because of that, you're going to have a high energy day. Enthusiasm is going to drive your energy levels. When you have a positive outlook on things, you generally have more energy. You're able to do more than you would normally. You're able to go out there and achieve more than you normally would because you're going to naturally have more energy, more enthusiasm in your body and allow you to go out there and achieve great things. At Ohio State, they call it bringing the juice. Bring the juice each and every day. Show up with some energy. Don't make your teachers, your coaches, your friends try to jam their enthusiasm and energy into you. Why don't you be a little bit infectious and just spread it around? That's what being a leader is. Spread it around. Be that best version of yourself and spread that energy around to everybody. Just kind of throw it around on everybody as you're walking by. They'll be able to feel it. Because I've been around enough people in this world, and I know that everybody has in here too, that you don't want to be the person that everybody dreads seeing because they're in a bad mood all the time. And everybody in here knows exactly what I'm talking about. There's always that person that you look at, that you know, that probably 7 out of 8 days, they're in a bad mood. They're going to walk by, you're going to say hi, you're going to say good morning, and they're going to look at you and be upset about something, find some negative comment about the day or what's going to happen. It could be the most beautiful day in the world, they're going to find that and figure out a reason why to bring you down. How are they going to bring you down? Just pull you off that perch. And if you don't know who that person is, if you've never met that person, let me know when you brush your teeth in the morning when you look in the mirror, because that person's probably you. All right, so figure that out right now. If you don't know who the negative person is in your life, you probably are that negative person that everybody wants to avoid. Or that people come in and they have to prepare themselves before they have a conversation with you because you're going to drag down their day so much. Don't be that person. Don't be a juice vampire. Don't suck the energy from other people around you. Try to infuse them with it. Try to give them a little bit of energy. Give them some of that passion. Have that. That's derived from your enthusiasm. That's going to help you to lead to the energy, and you're going to have a great time because of it. Don't be that juice vampire. Nobody likes it. The enthusiasm will drive the energy. The energy is going to drive your effort. And everybody sees people in this world that are incredibly high effort individuals. They seem to have something figured out that no one else does. They pour their heart and soul into everything they do. They're the person that does extra in class, the person that does extra in practice, whatever it is they may do, they always seem the person that's an overachiever because they have a lot of energy, they put a lot of effort into what they're doing. Things are important to them. They care about what they do. They find a way to get things done when a lot of people don't think they probably should. Maybe they're not the most talented person you've ever met. Maybe they're not the smartest. But they always find a way to produce a quality product, whatever that may be. Whether it's on the field, an athletic field, a court, the classroom, in the band, in a recital, whatever it may be, they find a way to be good at it because they have great effort. They're pouring more effort into it than anyone else. They're going to out-try you. They're going to out-try you. That's a little piece of leadership. Being the best you can be each day. Putting out more effort than anyone else around you. Effort takes no talent in the world. Every year with Coach Dressel, towards the end of the season, we would have to fill out this piece of paper of things that we could do to help the team that took no talent at all. Doesn't matter how big you were, how fast you were, how tall you were, how smart you were, whatever it is, none of those things matter. What could you do to help enhance this team, enhance yourself, that took no talent at all? Didn't matter any of your natural abilities. What could you do to do that? What were those things? What were those characteristics? Effort was always on there. This is something that you can do that takes no talent. Ohio State, 4 to 6, A to B. Or two other things. The average football play is 4 to 6 seconds. Very short time. you wonder when you watch, anybody who watches any type of sporting contest, most of the time that people are engaged is a very short amount of time. A lot of people don't give maximum effort that whole time. It's easier not to. Human nature says you don't want to get uncomfortable. You don't want to put in more effort than is comfortable for you to do so. You just want to put in just enough so that it looks like you're kind of fitting in with everyone else around you. And hopefully that'll slide on by. That's all you need. It's not how it is. That's not the truth. That's not the reality in life. A to B, point A to point B, whatever it is in your life, go as hard as you can, however long it takes until you achieve your objective. That's effort, which is driven from the energy you have, which is when you wake up every single morning, you have a nice high level of enthusiasm. Some people get it from drinking coffee with their energy, whatever it may be. I like to think that it's, you know what, wake up every morning at 5:30, go get a workout, because that's the only time I can do it. That's the only way I've ever done it. And each day I wake up and I try to have some passion and energy about what I'm doing. That enthusiasm will drive it. It's going to drive my day to be able to have maximum effort. All of those things build on one another. And they're all great. The first three are absolutely phenomenal. But the fourth is the most important. We live in a results-oriented world and everybody wants to praise great effort, and great effort is very important. Trying your best and doing everything you can is paramount, because you're very rarely going to succeed if you don't. You're probably going to fail a lot, even when you do, and that's okay. If all you have is out there and you still couldn't get it done, you should be able to live with it. I know I have. There's times where I failed, and I just wasn't good enough, and it wasn't anything that I've done. I get it poured out. I wrang that rag dry. There's nothing left in there. You can live with that. You can go to sleep with that at night and be okay with it. Whether it's whatever it may be, as long as you put in maximum effort, if you come up a little short, you'll be able to sleep with that. But execution is probably the most important piece. It's almost impossible